goods displayed on a shelf with price tags and not being offered for sale at the prices displayed.
Make it legal.
You might have heard that before, or probably you're not familiar with this. Now, in the law of contracts, when you see that goods are displayed on a shelf with various price tags, there is no conclusion that the seller of those goods is ready and willing to offer it for sale at the price displayed against each of them, or the price stated on the price tag. You might have seen the display of prices on various products in shopping malls and other supermarkets. Something like this one. What you need to know as far as the law is concerned is that when you go to the mall to buy the item that is displayed in the shop with a particular price, let's say you get to the shop and your favorite snack has a price attached to it, maybe say 50 Ghana cedis. The fact that it is displayed on the shelf with 50 Ghana cedis against it does not mean that the seller is ready and willing to sell it at 50 Ghana cedis. The seller is not offering it for sale because he has indicated the price of that goods and it is on the shelf. The law is that you who is willing to buy that item would have to pick it from the shelf and go to the counter and make an offer at the 50 Ghana cedis. They will tell you, we are willing to sell it at the 50 cedis, or we are not willing to sell it at 50 cedis. Now, what does this present to us? You know, there are times where you get to the mall to buy an item and it's displayed there on the shelf and it's 50 Ghana cedis. You pick it up, walk into the counter, and it falls down, it gets broken. Who bears the liability when it is not yet sent to the counter on the price determined for it to be sold to you, but it got broken on the way? Issues like that present a clear case where the law comes in to provide a remedy, and the law is that the seller has not absolutely agreed to sell at the price that is displayed on the shelf. You, the buyer, will have to go and make the offer that you are willing to buy it, and then you conclude the contract for the sale of that item you found on the shelf at the counter. Until the conclusion of the sale and purchase of that particular item, there is no contract to buy it. And when the item gets broken before you get to the shelf, it means that you, who is the buyer, bears the liability of such goods because you have not yet purchased it, but you have destroyed it. And the owner, who is the seller, can ask you to pay for it or to repair it or to ensure that pay for the amount that the goods cost. This is a very important principle of law I think you should know, and you should be guided when you go to the mall to buy an item. The fact that it is displayed with a particular price does not mean that the seller is ready and willing to sell at that price. You can get to the counter and the price can change. And until you get to the counter and conclude on the price and pay for it and receive the goods, there was no contract for sale of that goods, and it remains the property of the seller. As usual, I am Godwin Selassie Dapo, and this is Make It Legal.
Make it legal.